Hey guys, welcome to DJ Noob channel. Today we're going to discuss new leaks and updates about Durin Columbina. So without going any further, I'm gonna give away a Wilkie Moon when I'm at 300 subs. And I'm not AI, so subscribe! About Columbina, sit tight until the end. Guys, she will have a strong synergy with flames because of lunar reactions. She will buff flames damage in a unique way, so if you don't have flames, you must pull him now, cause with Columbina this team can be one of the strongest meta teams in the game. Her main role is one of the most unique upcoming characters, blending support, high rate DPS, and eventually you could main DPS her because of her potential with constellations. New mechanic introduces lunar reactions, a new system that changes how elemental synergies work. At C0 functions mainly as a support, providing team-wide buffs and enabling reactions. Her elemental burst creates a field similar to Nahida's burst that continuously empowers allies and increases their reaction damage. Constellation. Each constellation increases her power, allowing her to transition into a hybrid DPS and eventually a strong main DPS. Her personal strength depends on the number of nod-krai region characters in the team, rewarding smart team building. And their new reaction, instead of lunar vaporize, the update introduces the moon melt and moon burn, opening up new elemental comps. And at C6 you can maximize her DPS potential, especially her Hydro Kit. And the question for you guys, does Columbina have buff for Vaporize? Yes, she has normal buffs, but no lunar Vaporize. Already we have some new updates about Durin. His support capability are strong, but not as strong as many people expected. I haven't heard much about his healing. At C2 he gains some extra damage buffing ability, but his C2 providing damage is quite little. He has a dual fire stance mechanic and can freely switch and trigger Q after entering fire mode. As a support, his main buff is just resistance shred. He can switch stances to act as sub DPS or simply be a pyro enabler support. He can shred resistance, which works well with Crimson Witch artifact set. But resistance shred and sub DPS mode cannot coexist at the same time. His main role is still designed as one of the best pyro support sub DPS. His role doesn't change, and the new mechanic is resistance shred. Okay, so how does it work? If your party has one Hexen Circle member, it reduces enemies' resistance to other element in the reaction by 15%. If your party has two Hexen Circle members, the resistance shred increases to 30%. Important note, this shred does not affect Pyro, only other element in the reaction. Example, Pyro plus Cryo equals Melt. Enemies' Cryo resistance get reduced by 15 to 30%, making Cryo DPS much stronger. Pyro remains the same. Unique strength. Durin isn't about boosting his own pyro damage, his reaction enhancer, empowering teammates by lowering the exact resistance they need. What about team synergy? A strong synergy with upcoming Hexen Circle characters, example Nicole or Alice, makes him a must-pull support for reaction heavy comps. What about release window? He will be expected in version 6.2. And the impact? He is considered a meta-changing support, especially for team built around reactions. And the final question, does Durin buff pyro damage directly? No, his shred only applies to other element in the reaction, not exactly pyro. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm DJ Noob here and see you all in the next one.